our long-term students are like now renewing, as actually I'm not sad. I'm really happy in a way that if you guys, ready to be independent, after 2 years hands-on like this, I expect most of you guys are able to do like big swing trading. So anyways, so there really not much change. If you look at daily, it been really just ranging. Last week, all the tickers on our watch list are pretty nice. I didn't calculate exactly how many percent, but closer to the target than our entry. That is a good sign, right? So if you look at ES daily, the how moving average is about to turn green, and price is about all three moving averages, right? So last week the price was below here and it was opening the biggest. So I said before I left, we need a little bit consolidation. Now we get our consolidation, right? Now price above all the moving average, how turn green. And so 30 minutes, if we have a higher lows and higher highs, so I expect the up trend to continue. And so if you look at the wave indicator, we're going to see 60.33 with overshoot. I think we may actually hit the first upside target at 60.52. Um, but so it's hard to say when exactly it's gonna drop. But if you look at hourly time frame, it says 1, 2, right? So we are at the value area high. So if ES drop to somewhere near this area, 59.20, we could like 1, 2, it could actually just drop to 59.50. So Friday, I said as long as 59.60 holds, you see higher and actually drop below, but went back up. And so the first place I would say 59.30 to 59.100 at 59.10 will be the first support. But on larger, so yes, sometimes it does not always have the same wave indicator as SPY. If you look at SPY daily, it did not print wave 4. So we could still get our 594. That would be really, really ideal. And so far I'm just gonna hold whatever the ticker I have long, like shares. But the options I actually acted the most, the short-term call options. Just gonna do some like I guess I want to do shares. Like if it come to our level, we can do SPX, but I really want to do shares. And the tickers I'm looking at is TWLO because TWLO is 160, one with overshoot could go to 180. That's something I didn't load enough. And W day. The daily just retest the breakout area. So 280 something is coming. That is good too. Maybe in the future may come back down here, but when is the earning? Let me look at W day earning. Is it W day earning already? Did you guys enjoy without the morning and evening? I really did. Look at we have only 10 people here. So maybe we should really start getting used to without market recap and morning. So we can, I mean, my plan on the weekly newsletter pretty extensive. Every sector covered and also the watch list. Yeah. So the earning, May 22nd. So the earning is over. This is good. So I probably want to load this and TWLO. I loaded APPF, um, FICO on weekly. There is a breakout. So weekly upside target 25 something. So if you want, I have shares and I did some leap calls into March. So if the hell moving areas on weekly is about to turn green. But this weekly candle is really huge. So there's a little bit mother bar issue. And I wouldn't be surprised if we have a little bit retreat. Ideally, come back down to 1600, then we can go again. So let's see what FICO. FICO, so on daily, um, here, real resistance is 1835. Ideally, get about like 1955. Let's look at hourly, what's happening. Hourly may have a little bit pullback. See the volume is really thin because it's very expensive, hard to trade. So it could really come back to down 1700 if you want to do some shares, which is fine. And Lily is pretty good at this price too. So Lily, the more I think of it, the more Lily is really lifetime dependent. Like once you're on it, you can really get rid of it. So one, two, we'll see on daily whether we can retest the low. But if you look at weekly and monthly, really a lot of room to the upside. And Osmo too. So if you want to do some long-term investment, then this will be your opportunity. So this weekly wave five and then daily also wave five. So Osmo on all time frames are so if you loaded 200,000 on this in a year or two, this become like a double. So that's now it's time for me to a little bit address the portfolio. But someone say, Jade, why are you giving your it's really so during the Discord and then this goes in hand with why I don't want to do the Discord anymore. I only want to do big swing trading. So pick up, 5 to 10, depending on how big your portfolio is. Like my IRA, the one that I'm managing, is also more than 1 million. So I'm having like about 5 to 7 tickers. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing like 20 tickers. I don't like to do gardening. So the large portfolio, doing the Discord, we have so much distraction. It's very hard to hold a ticker to my targets. Let's say net, like ZS. Like ZS net, I gave target of 180, net already met, like 100% gain, right? With daily, I have to find the tickers daily, weekly for the short-term day traders. And if I don't trade, people think that I'm a fraud. Like I don't trade my own trades that I share. But if I do trades, and it's not my principle trading, like using large account trading, day trading options or in and out shares. I just want to get in the good tickers and hold to maturity. Like this time, when I predict 4830, I would have just loaded my all my account TQQQ and don't even trade. I just shut down computer. But because the very nature of this Discord, I have to find, and sometimes I cut my winner shorter, because you see the grain, see there all the time, every day. And then when you see a big grain, I say, oh my God, maybe time to pocket some money. And then you see the ticker continue running. So but I still have 4 accounts that I'm managing. So totally it's still pretty good amount of money, I would say. And with a large account, doesn't belong to myself. It belong to me and my husband. And he didn't really want me to start this Discord to begin with. But then he said, look, there's no need to trade futures and options, those kind of high risk. With options, it's really hard to do large position. I mean, when we were at bottom, we can load 100 contract, but day to day, like day trading, it just make you feel like anxious. And it's really, there's no reason to be like that, at least in my size of account. But if you have a small account and you want to do day to day, you enjoy it. I enjoy trading. That's why I'm doing it. But anyway, I just want to do clarify why and with all the AI thing going, so I think the AI is going to be more and more in focus. I don't think it's going to be less in focus. And let the professional to do the research. You know, they have much more tools to do research on all that. They would have much more structure. And for my age, I'm about, I can retire today if I wanted to. Financial wise. So they can make a more balanced portfolio than I ever do. So that's the whole reason why I let the professionals managing my portfolio. So anyways, I just want to clear that out. I don't want people think, oh my God, maybe she's lost a lot of money and all. I mean, with all the analysis on our big swing trades, we have almost always, every time we almost went in at the very bottom, you're looking back. But so anyways, that. And so if you guys saying, hey, Jade, we don't really need to do market recaps every like 3 times a week. We can do one time on the weekend, or I can just do the weekly newsletter. I mean, when all the annual members expire, that's really what I intend to do. If you guys want to stay with me and pay less, and I'm just gonna write like weekly newsletter with watch list, and you can see the big swing trade, and you can, divide your money, what tickers buy how much, and just hold on to it. So hold on to the target and then change to like if you exit the ZS and net, now you can put money in WD, TWLO, right? And you can even do REGN, some of the pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals are not going to go away. They take a hit short term, but in the long run, they still going to be existing. And a lot of other tickers like Team, it didn't really move much. So you can use some of the profit to start investing in those tickers too. Anyways, so it's really up to you guys what you guys want to do. So however long our like Discord gonna last, I'm gonna give my very best. That's just my personality. I can't control it. Even if you want me to do a bad job, I kind of don't know how. So anyways, I don't know how many of you guys trade gold. This gold is so I caught a little bit early and got stopped out. So I just got back in. That's the gap fill. And so the two levels I'm watching, one is the gap fill, one is the level below. So now I'm in, and then I actually loaded in the like simulation account too. Um, so again, smaller time frame, I'm seeing a little bit higher. We could even hit 60-50 here. And I still think in June we should have a pullback. I think next week is the last week of stock buyback. I think after next week, the stock buyback window is closed. And so that meaning we don't have as much tailwind. And with Elon Musk and Trump, I don't know. They're saying it's fake. Maybe it's like some 4D chess between Trump and Elon Musk. I don't know whether I believe that's true or not, because what Elon Musk saying about impeach Trump and Epstein Island, I don't know, but who knows? So Tesla become more bearish at this point, and I did send multiple warnings on Tesla. Let's look at Tesla daily. Tesla daily trends. is still up, believe or not, right? So your W bottom is really here. So even if Tesla come back all the way down to 250, it's still okay to buy. Like it's like a same thing as the SPYQQQ, right? So you have one, two, three, four. You don't want your four drop below one overlapping, but sometimes when we have a large, really big retracement, it could come all the way down here and sometimes even have a fake breakdown and then go all the way up. So daily time frame, the wave indicator says Tesla wave changed. I kind of disagree. I disagree because we did not, even though we are below the wave one, but this is one, two, three, four, five. But now because this drop below this level and the wave structure changed. But in my opinion, I disagree. I don't think so. Um, so if EV cut credit for everyone, for all the EV car companies, actually it's gonna benefit Elon Musk. A lot of the EV company may actually go broke and Elon Musk will be in business. So now on weekly, we actually kind of also went below this level. But if you look at naked chart on the on weekly, so you have low. If this low holds and you have a high, this is with a weekly W bottom, right? So if this low doesn't make a lower low, actually this revisiting somewhere at 257 and going back up, I still see upside targeted like 540. So let's see whether that's going to be the case. Uh, if really Trump and Elon make up, I think this can easily go back up. I did add a little bit shares at 295 first, and then I added more at 270. And only 80 shares, I think. Nothing large. I want to see what's happening, whether it's come back down more. If it really come back down like near 240, 200, I would load a lot more, to be honest. So let's see, give some time because market hasn't really retraced yet. So if market does retrace and come back down to somewhere in this level, like somewhere near 5,800 or ideally 5,750 here, then we can Tesla probably drop more depending on how the situation is going to be, whether there's more bad uh, fight going on between them. And so what else I'm doing? TLT doesn't look good. And you see the 10 years yield. We have been seeing this level for a while, which meaning TLT will drop more. It may actually drop 82 again. So what I'm gonna do, I'm starting doing bi-weekly deposit in TLT. And what else I'm doing? Um, dollar. I think I know dollar may have a little more room to downside, but I'm starting to accumulate UUP too. So I started I I will call like I had a dividend account in Amman Finance, and so I have been just doing HCHD. Now in that account, I'm adding TLT and UUP, bi-weekly deposit. Basically, like my salary go between the two, dollar and TLT. And so anyway, that's the plan. And if you guys want to follow, you can either do the real bonds or you can do TLT. I do think TLT may actually go lower. Let's look at weekly, monthly. this is already low. Let me see the 20 years back already, it's 30. I think this like really multi 30 years low we are at. So I think maybe the rate will not go back at as low as we want it to be, but I think TLT is very close to the bottom. It doesn't have to be the very bottom if you do DCA. I think it's good enough for me. So that's why I'm starting from Monday. Going to start like dollar cost average in TLT and the UUP like dollar. So again, so I'm gonna do W day, TWLO. I have APPF, and then um I added HAM too, HUM. And so HUM on daily wave three up, but it doesn't look like it's ready to go, to be honest. But weekly seems like ready to go. So we'll see. I'm okay to hold a little bit, like if it's a little bit red, I'm fine. So there's really this is weekly one to daily one. So daily, let's see whether this value area low holds. If it doesn't hold, we may actually to see like a 213. And let's look at monthly. Monthly, the monthly profile, you see the PLC and value area low is very close, right? So that's and this base seems pretty, like they've been consolidating for what, 2 years now, right? HUM seemed like in this price range for a long time. So this is very solid. It gets about 300. But now at least 230. If can get above 260, I think that's the mountain is already halfway climbed because there's really no real resistance after that until 340. But if you see monthly, it come all the way to multi-year low. So I'm okay with this like loading some death. I'm probably holding for a year or two. I'm totally okay with that. So if you're not ready to hold tickers like that, then you can't. So, Lulu, I wouldn't want to touch it now because I'm seeing a lot lower. As I said, I don't really always trust this wave because if you look at the W bottom, if turned back on from here, it could easily go to 328, right? So, I'm not 100% trusting this, but if market drops, like say market has a pullback, this could easily, you see this weekly, how moving air is about to turn red, and then here's like a crossover to the downside. So it's not a good place. But if you want to watch, put it on watch list, say, okay, I want to watch this Lulu on 30 minutes. And if start to go, then there's really no like first level resistance 275, and there's really nothing until 330. So if you see something start to move, and that's like I would do either option or shares. I don't know whether the option has like big spread or not. So that's all I have, and please read through the weekly newsletter and swing ticker. I have a pretty large position on NNE, so that's one of the swing tickers. And I loaded DFDV when they dropped to what is 14 something. So this could, I'm not saying it will. This is pure speculative play, right? And SMR, I was being too greedy. I say I was waiting for 25, but then it dropped to 30, between 30 and 31 and turned back up. And that's like almost over 25% gain, pretty good, right? So anything nuclear. I think in the future, as long as Trump in the office, it's gonna be good. So when it low, like a low 20 or teens, it's really good. And SMR actually is one of our customers, called small modular reactor. So the whole reactor is very small. Put in a building with all the cooling water, all that stuff together. Maybe it's like 400 or 500 square footage building. That's it. It's very small and is I think it will become very popular and it's already in commission. It's already working. It's not something like concept. Like NNE is kind of conceptual, but they have industrial business too, like Occidental. They have a contract. So anything power, and I loaded the DVN. I mentioned the DVN last week sometime. This is not a new ticker, right? This was ticker I gave was it somewhere near here, right? And then dropped lower. I don't remember when I gave it. I want to say somewhere near 40. I have to go back to our channel. It's really, really cheap. So I think nuclear is not enough. A lot of the like mining, Bitcoin mining people, they actually build their mining center near natural gas plant. So I loaded a bit this and it was up. So 5 days, I think I loaded near 28 or 29. And then 34, I sold it and then I loaded back. So let's see what dividend is going to be. But I think at this price, it's not bad. So I'm seeing 35 on daily. Let's look at weekly. Weekly could go to 46 and then, you could take profit. Another company, Weatherford, is one of the ticker used to be my favorite ticker. And this has dropped like, cut, I don't know, 135 and dropped 100 points. I look at the fundamentals. I think if this guy come back to down to 35, 36, I may load a lot of those ticker too. Okay, so that's all I have. I'm gonna ask you guys here, do you guys think we should keep this market recap or weekly newsletter is good enough? One, okay, all right, fine. Okay, so I'll keep it then. What about morning Discord? Do you guys think morning Discord voice help? Really helping? Yes, no? All right. All right. So guys, I will see you tomorrow morning. All right. All right. See you guys. Bye.